This is a Saturday morning TV log from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday morning TV log, and this time around it's Bailey's Comets, brought to us by DePatie-Freleng. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday morning TV log is on another rare gem of a Saturday morning show. It's Bailey's Comets, a fun-filled animated series about teams who are racing around the world. Mostly it's the titular characters. Produced by DePatie-Freleng and premiering on CBS in September of 1973, this would be their first series to be produced for the network's Saturday morning lineup, considering they were mostly seen on NBC. Well, and then soon they would be on ABC, but anywho, let me check. But now this wouldn't be their first actual thing to come to CBS, because after the network had recently aired the specials of the original The Cat in the Hat and the Lorax the previous 2 years prior. Anyway, now then. The series was created by the big guys of the company, DePatie and Freleng. David DePatie and Chris Freleng, that is, along with Joe Ruby and Ken Spears, the creators of Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo, of course. Excuse me there. And of course, Ruby and Spears had also recently worked on 2 other shows that the studio had done, DePatie-Freleng, which of course were the previous years, The Barkleys and The Houndcats. Like those 2 shows, as well as the Pink Panther show, this show contained an adult laugh track. Now then, each week, different roller skating teams compete in a worldwide race to different locations, searching for clues that will lead them to a $1 million prize at the end of the race. Besides the teams interfering with each other, there were also outside forces and subplots that would step in to hinder the team's progress. This show kind of feels like, well, some other types of tunes, most notably the Wacky Races, in a way, but except it's roller skating. And with it being a race around the world in my view, I feel like this feels like a precursor to the big hit game show known as The Amazing Race. But anyway, I really think that this show's really something. I had seen a little bit of this series, not a whole lot, because this show's pretty lost and what have you. There's not that many episodes to find. But anyway, let's get into it. Now, the protagonists were Bailey's Comets. Now, this consisted of their leader, Barnaby, who is the handsome, youthful leader of the group. He is the one who generally calls the shots and has to reluctantly take the most risk. And then there's Candy, a pretty blonde-haired girl who is presumably Barnaby's girlfriend, as she is the one who pushes him to take the risks when necessary. Then there's Sarge, a red-haired girl who was the team motivator, Wheelie, the team mechanic who comes up with strange roller skate-based inventions, Bunny, the sweet-natured yet very ditzy girl, and Pudge, a good-natured but prone to trouble dude. And he's always on the hefty side, yet had almost no difficulty keeping up with the rest of the team. Pudge was especially fond of bananas, prompting Wheelie to refer to him as Banana Brain whenever Pudge made a mistake. Now, each week, Bailey's Comets are racing against numerous teams. Most of these teams are on here. Now, of course, those include the Texas Black Hats, a group of outlaw cowboys that roll on roller skate wearing horses. The Jekyll Hides, a group of top hat wearing English doctors that would turn the hideous green skinned creatures at the most inopportune times, that are led by Henry. Of course, the Black Hats are led by an unnamed outlaw. The Jekyll forms resembled Roland from DePatie-Freleng's Roland Raffink theatrical shorts. Then there's the Rambling Rivets. The team consists of a professor and there's robots named Scrappy, Bolts, Bucket, and Fender Bender. The robots each contain all sorts of mechanical contraptions to help their team advance. The Duster Busters, a motorcycle game, and they skate in half-sitting positions as if they were mounted on motorcycles. The Roller Coasters, a circus-based team consisting of a ringmaster, strongman, fat lady, lion on roller skates, and a clown that rides on the lion, and an Indian rubber man. The Stone Rollers, a team consisting of 3 roller skating cavemen and their roller skating dinosaur. The Cosmic Rays, a team consisting of 4 aliens inside a skating flying saucer. The Gargantuan Giants, literally a giant football team so huge that only their skates would be seen on screen. They were led by a normal sized coach who rode on the skates of one of the other members of the team. The Rockin' Rollers, a rock band on skates. The Broomer Girls, a team of witches on roller skate equipped brooms. They are led by Auntie Hag. They also have a snickering roller skating cat on their team as well. The Roller Bears, a team of 5 roller skating bears, which consists of 4 bears and 1 cub. They're the most hapless of the teams as they are constantly blundering and always laughing like idiots no matter how badly things got. The Mystery Mob, a team of skaters that are constantly immersed in a huge cloud of dust with flailing arms and legs. Despite being a skate team, no one knows what they look like. Not even me. The Yo Ho Ho's, a team of pirates led by the William Bligh type pirate captain. They use a roller skate equipped raft. One pirate named Grog rows. The second pirate serves as the mast by holding a sail, and the third pirate rides in a roller skate equipped barrel attached to the raft. And finally, the Hairy Mountain Red Eyes, a family of hillbillies. Paul, the leader, rode in a roller skate equipped wash bucket. Ma carried a hoe, and there were 2 boys consisting of Cornball and an unnamed boy who carried a pig. Finally, we have 2 commentators. There was Gabby, who the voice actor impersonates someone, I'll get to in a bit, and Dr. Rue. They keep constant track of the proceedings from a helicopter. Very rarely, however, they did ever get involved in the actual goings on of the race. Now, after seeing it, I will say this was pretty fun, but it's a pretty underrated and very rarely remembered show. If you were a kid of the 70s, then you probably would remember this. I'm not really sure if this was ever aired again, but if you have seen it, you can let me know. Anyway, there was an overall total of 16 episodes produced and aired, each containing 2 cartoons, for an overall total of 32. Anyway, but I will say this is just as good as any other show that DePatie-Freleng had out. Of course, the theme composer was Doug Goodwin, who of course also composed the music for other shows that the studio had done for, well, not all of them, but a few of them. Well, the theme song was done by a group known as Everything Under the Sun. But anyway, now, I think this is really something. Now, for our voice acting cast, we have Jim Begg as Wheelie, Daws Butler, who most people would remember as the original voice of Yogi Bear, Elroy Jetson, and many others. Oh yeah, Huckleberry Hound, Snagglepuss. He voiced Dr. Roo, the pirate captain, the professor, and the Texas Black Hats leader. Carl Esser voices Barnaby Bailey. Kathy Gorey voices Sarge, who of course, actually that same year she voiced Lori in Hanna-Barbera's Inch High Private Eye, and the following year would voice Rosemary on Hong Kong Phooey and Kay Butler on Valley of the Dinosaurs. Let's see now. Bob Holt, who has also done numerous voice acting work on numerous tunes, voices the characters of Dude and the Stone Rollers. Sarah Kennedy voices Bunny. She had also would be appearing on Match Game with Gene Rayburn. She also had more recently appeared in the last season of Rowan Martin's Laugh-In. Of course, the same year this started, she also appeared in a couple of episodes of Love American Style. Well, no, wait, take that back. 3 episodes. Apologies. But anyway, she also did voice acting work in a later animated series, The Oddball Couple. I haven't seen that yet, but I've heard of it, but I'll watch that sometime down the road. Another great voice actor, the late great Don Masick, who of course recently voiced Scooby-Doo and numerous other characters, voiced Henry, the Gargantuan Giant's coach, the Ringmaster, the Stone Roller's dinosaur, and Paul Red-Eye. Karen Smith voiced Candy. Frank Welker, another great voice guy, he's still around, voiced Pudge, Gabby, the Duster Busters member, and Grog. Now, of course, as I mentioned, the character of Gabby to you in this, one of the commentators, Welker did Gabby's voice, impersonating legendary sportscaster Howard Cosell, which I think that was really something. But anyway, again, I don't know if this show was ever rerun again, but if you have seen reruns, let me know if it was. But anyway, let me go ahead and give you a shot of some of the characters. Maybe the main characters. Now here's a shot of the whole group rolling down the road. Isn't that cool? Now, if you do encounter this show, you'll know who they are once you get to see this. Now, you probably want to know, could we see this show? Well, I did find a couple episodes on YouTube. There are some other episodes, but unfortunately in different languages, though. Another way you can find this is you can find 5 episodes of this, which would be you get an overall total of 10 cartoons on the Internet Archive. So that'd be another chance where you can see more. So anyway, Bailey's Comets, it's a pretty underrated and rarely remembered show, but still, from what I've seen, it's pretty fun. So what did you think of Bailey's Comets? Have you ever seen this show? If so, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, be a part of the Big D Nation, continue to help support my channel and all that jazz. And now, I've just checked, I'm 23 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. Keep it up. And join me later tonight when I do a spoiler-free review of The Bad Guys 2, and also expect an out-of-theater reaction. So, if you like this, check out the Saturday Morning TVLogs I did for these other DePatie-Freleng shows. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did on the only other Saturday morning show from DePatie-Freleng to come to CBS, and that was What's New, Mr. Magoo, which premiered in '77. Or if you'd like, check out the Saturday Morning TVLogs of these other shows that Ruby Spears had recently done with DePatie-Freleng in '72. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog on the Hound Cats, and the bottom left-hand corner, is the Barkleys, which I did not so long ago. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TVLog. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Bump in the Night. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.